Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking to you about my old flat iron, the Chi, and my new flat iron, the Palmicho. I'm going to be comparing them and telling you a little bit about my experiences with them and which one I liked best. So here we go. First off is my old flat iron, which I had for 5 years, my Chi. This is what it looks like. This is the inside of it, the on and off button, the little indicator light. This is what the plates look like. The top of it, the side of it, and this is what the plug looks like. So I paid $100 for the straightener plus tax, which came out to $108. I bought it at an H-E-B food store. That's a local food chain here. I did not purchase this from a salon. Now, it is an authentic straightener. I've compared it to other straighteners, and it's the authentic thing. I just happen to have bought it at a food store. If I wanted to have had this covered under warranty up to 1 year after I had purchased it, I had to have purchased it from a salon. Since I did not, if something would to have happened to my straightener within that 1 year, the company would not have fixed it. But luckily, nothing happened to my straightener up until now. Like I mentioned before, I had it for 5 years, and 2 weeks ago it gave out on me. I finished straightening my hair, and I went to turn it off, and when I looked right here, this was to the on position. When I looked, this little light right here wasn't red anymore. It was actually just how it is right now. And the straightener was still plugged in. It was to the on position, so I tried to reset it, and I pushed the test button, and it never turned back on, unfortunately. So it gave out on me. But I think I got pretty good use out of the straightener for $100, and I had it for 5+ years. It worked pretty well. As I don't know if you can see right there, it has a little crack. I actually dropped it. I think 3 years into having it, I dropped it, and it still kept working. So that wasn't the issue. What I liked about the straightener is it left my hair feeling very soft and silky. It didn't leave it feeling crunchy and dry like some store brand straighteners do. And it took me about an hour, or a little bit over an hour, to straighten my hair, my whole head of hair. I do have very thick curly hair, coarse hair, and it did take me about an hour to straighten it with the Chi, which I still thought was pretty fast compared to other straighteners that I have bought before, because it would take me like 2-3 hours to straighten it. So I thought this Chi was amazing. But now I found a new straightener thanks to my cosmetologist friend. She introduced me to this straightener right here. This is the Palmicho Pro Tools Express Ion Style Straightener. Now, to my understanding, at least here in Texas, this straightener is only sold to cosmetology professionals. We actually went to the Armstrong McCall store, which is a store just for professionals. You have to have your cosmetology license in order to buy things from there. And I went with her because she has her cosmetology license, and that's how I got this straightener. So this is what the box looks like. This is the inside. There's paperwork. It came with that box, and this came around the cord. I mean, that bag and the cord. I took the straightener out because I already used it yesterday. And this straightener cost me $118. Now, once again, those are professional prices, so they're way cheaper. I know there is a Palmicho straightener that is sold to the general public. That straightener runs for $175 to the general public, and that one is about an inch and 3/8, I think. I don't know, but it's thicker than this one because this one's a 1 inch. And but this one, again, the only people that can buy it are professionals. At least here in Texas, that's what I know. I might be wrong. I'm not sure. Don't quote me 100% on that. But so far, what my friend told me, only professionals can buy this straightener. Now, this one, I bought it for $118. If I was the general public, I would not be able to purchase the straightener. I would have to purchase their black version for $175. That is the general public one. At this store, the Armstrong McCall store that is for cosmetology professionals, you can purchase that black straightener for the general public for $80. I purchased this one for $118. So if you think about it, I saved a ton of money and I'm getting a way better straightener than the public would get. Now, I'm not saying that other straightener isn't good. It's just as amazing, but this one's a little bit better because it's a professional grade. So let me show you. This is how the straightener looks like. It says Paul Mitchell Pro Tools. This right here is the on and off button, and this is a little dial, and it goes up to 400 degrees, and that right there is the little red light indicator that lets you know when you're ready to use it. And the plug, this is what the plug looks like. The inside of it, these are the plates. They're still ceramic, they're black. And then the top one, I don't know if you can tell right there, those are actually silicone grips. So these actually grab your hair when you're straightening it. Things I love about the straightener. First off, the cord is way longer than the cord on my cheek. It is extreme. I think it's like 8 feet, 9 feet long. So it's way longer than the cheese. I love that. That's a plus. Now this thing I like is the temperature setting. I like that you can set your temperature. I do have really thick hair, so I have it all the way to 400. But sometimes maybe for touch-ups you just want to do your bangs or your hair's already straight, you can set it lower and just, you know, not damage your hair as much. So I love that. Another thing I love about the straightener, it takes one pass on a strand of hair and my hair is straight. Compared to my cheese straightener, I would have to do 3 to 4 passes for it to straighten a single section of hair. With this one, it takes me one pass. I didn't have to do more. I was in the habit of doing more, but I realized I don't have to do it when I used it yesterday. Now, I used this yesterday, my Paul Mitchell straightener, around 4 p.m. It is now going to be 2:30 the next day. I went to sleep with my hair and it looks like this. I don't have any waves in it, any curls, nothing. With my cheese straightener, the next morning after straightening my hair, I would have to touch up my roots a little bit sometimes, my bangs, a little bit under here. I would have to touch these little hairs up right here. With the Paul Mitchell, I didn't have to do that this morning, so I love that. So if you're asking me, I would highly recommend the Paul Mitchell straightener. It takes me less time, 30 minutes, to straighten my thick, curly, coarse, long hair with one pass through each section of hair, compared to a little bit over an hour with 3 to 4 passes per strand. So time wise, the Paul Mitchell saves me a lot of time, and it straightens it, in my opinion, with less damage than the Chi does. For the price now, let's say that I were to have gotten the one that they sell to the public, which is $175. The Chi is only $100. I would still pay $175 for that other version, the black looking version. I would pay that price. I would pay $175 if it's going to straighten my hair in 30 minutes with one pass and leave it how the straightener leaves it, compared to the Chi. I would pay that money because I think it would be better. Now, I haven't used the straightener. Yesterday was the first day I used it, but so far so good. So maybe in 5 years I'll make another video and I'll let y'all know if I'm still going strong with this one. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions, any comments, please let me know. Any suggestions for any videos you'll want to see, I'd really appreciate it. And please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.